welcome to my cervical cancer journey, part 9. I might look a little bit tired. It's pretty late, and I got up at 2:30 this morning to go to Dawnbreak to be part of the 4 a.m. club. So I am travelling okay. If you just noticed the big black bags under my eyes, I'm better than okay. It was the best. But just, yeah. Also, just a bit of a pointer. I've had some really lovely messages and some beautiful people reaching out, asking me about my cancer and IVF, thinking that it's current. This is all pre-Australia. I'll get to the current part of my health journey eventually. But yeah, everything I spoke about so far is in the past, and I wouldn't say fully healed from, but I'm pretty much healed from that. This is helping heal, actually, and all your lovely engagement comments are really helping as well, so thanks. It was tough reliving, but it's been very good, very reflecting, and reminded me of my resilience levels, which is super awesome. So we had the all clear, yay! But it wasn't really yay for me. The cancer was gone, but so was a part of me. We'd killed the cancer, but also a little part of my soul felt like it had gone too. My moods were up and down. I was really struggling. My psych was really helping me. I'd go and see her and I'd just sob because I felt like I had this game face on with everyone else. I didn't want anyone to see me struggling because all they'd seen was strong me. I was grieving hard, real hard. I was grieving my old life. I was grieving my forced new life. I was grieving my womanhood. I felt like a failure. I felt incomplete as a female. I know, like, women aren't like baby making machines, but like it's one of the most magical parts of being a woman, being able to bear a child and give life to another being. And you know, I'm a good person. I would have liked to have passed these genes on. I used to joke these genes are too good not to pass on, but yeah, I felt incomplete. I felt like I couldn't do what the most important and magical thing that the female body could do. I was not handling that well at all. I hated myself, and I hated my new life. I hated the universe. I hated everything. I hated what I was forced to have gone through, and I call it these days a self-proclaimed pity party, but I had just been through a heap, so I'll go a bit easier on myself there. But yeah, I was just like, what just happened, and what do I do now? Like, everything I'd imagined has changed forever. I was also in that age group where quite a few of my friends were starting to fall pregnant, and family too. And I was over the moon for them, absolutely. Like just because I can't do something doesn't mean I'm never going to be that person that's not going to be happy for somebody else. That's just not who I am. I was absolutely over the moon for them, but it was also really tough. And they knew that too. And like, some of them would talk to me about it. Like I never like got things hid from me or anything, which was cool. Like I didn't get special treatment in that way. I got special treatment in all the awesome ways. Like I was very much a part of their children's lives, whether it be like scan photos, first days at school. I had beautiful godchildren. I had beautiful children with my name on. Actually, one of my first friends to fall pregnant, I'm not going to say anybody's names in this, but her daughter had my middle name, and I actually have her name tattooed on me in flower form on my thigh, so we both got each other's names, and that was really special. And there's a little bit more to that story, but it's not my story to tell. But that was a really beautiful moment, and yeah, like I did part of a naming ceremony for another one of my rock stars, and yeah, like I'm everyone's favourite auntie, so that's pretty cool. I'm auntie to all. They're all like my little sunshines, and some pretty big ones too now. Like some are like old enough to go for a beer with next time I'm home. But yeah, anyway, off track as usual. My psych sent me back to the doctors. She knew that something wasn't right. Like, of course, I'd been through a lot, but this was massive, massive grieving. And so I got sent for tests to see if I was in menopause. I was 26, in case you can't remember. I've said it a few times. And even though there was hoping that left ovary might have just been out of reach, it did come back, and I was in full menopause. So I was rocking menopause without any HRT, and I had been doing for the last, I think it was about 7 or 8 months, which explained a lot. Anyway, they did start me on HRT, and it was a game changer. It was so much better. Don't get me wrong, I was still depressed, but I could live a little. I still felt all of everything I just spoke about, but I could focus on some more positive things too. So we worked hard to continue what we started and do our backpacking trip that we dreamt of. We wanted to finish what we started. So I was getting pretty excited about this. We was going to travel Central and South America, and then go to Australia to go to our friend's wedding, and also catch up with my sister and her partner at the time, because that was part of the original plan, and she had to leave, bless her, so she was pretty traumatised about that. So yeah, we started the planning and packing, worked very hard. I was working like 80-hour weeks, I was working 3 jobs, doing lots of like, I was a hairdresser at the time as well, so I was doing lots of like hairdresser mobile, just didn't stop working, and that was a good distraction. I've always been a pretty solid worker. Yeah, I was working in a factory, doing overtime in the factory as well. I was working at a bar, I was hairdressing, and I was working in a pub as well, and there was another job, I can't remember. I was working lots, but yeah, it was good. So it's getting ready, but of course there's always a little curveball, and so I'm on episode 9, and we tried to apply for our Australian visas, and mine was going to take a lot more work. It was actually a worry if I'd even get it, because it was so soon after my journey. The doctor had cleared us to get it, but that wasn't enough, so I had to go for more medical tests and things like that, and it was just a waiting game. So that was a bit of a bummer, but we still planned to travel Central and South America, so we started to get our ducks in a row for that, and plan the trip of a lifetime and see what would happen with Australia. And already I've gone way too far, so I'll leave it at that one, and we'll catch you with the next one. Thanks for engagement. I had a message overnight that just wowed me, so it makes all this worthwhile. Thank you.